Hello everyone, Jordan here. You might remember not too long ago I made a video. You might remember a few videos ago I made a video where I was pretty critical of ImagineSim. As you can see in this picture right here, they have the new colors. However, the coloring could be a little better. You can also notice in that picture that they have not added the new windows. New lounges and clubs have also been built above concourses, and ImagineSim has yet to add them. In this picture, you can see that they didn't model the entirely new departure and arrival area at the domestic terminal. I criticized them a lot over stuff they could fix, and as well as a lot of stuff they were previewing. I kind of criticized them where stuff was wrong. Luckily, it seems like they've taken it well. Thank God. I was kind of scared when I saw that Facebook initial post, so that's good to hear. It's all love for ImagineSim here. Yeah, this is probably not a good thing. I feel like this honestly shouldn't be too bad though, because you know they said the code was like silky smooth or something, so this should be fine. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we have loaded into the sim, and we're now going to take a gander at this scenery and see what it has to offer. This is completely off script, so what I see is in real time, so that's going to be interesting. The first thing I'm noticing is the frames. The frames are much better. Wow, okay. Like when I saw them write in the description, you know, fresh new code, I'm like, that's a bunch of BS, you know. I'm like, that can't possibly be true. But you know what? The frames are pretty good. I'm impressed. I'm impressed. Furthermore, this looks good. The colors look pretty good. I take back what I said. You know, the colors, they're not perfect, but you know, this is acceptable. I'm okay with this. And you know, it's not as bad as I was thinking it was gonna be, and especially because I made a point in the video where I was like, the windows are not right in some sections, which they aren't, but you know, this is okay. Like, I can live with this. I'm really happy because ImagineSim, as you saw, they watched my video. Shout out to ImagineSim for listening to community feedback. We appreciate you. They removed the stands. I'm so proud of them. They got rid of the stands over here, and they also fixed the jetway markings. I'm so proud of them. Oh my god, I'm so proud of these guys. I'm really liking the ground textures. They look so much better, and they look so much more realistic. It looks like it's an actual, you know, apron that's used and, you know, deals with wear and tear, which is a huge plus. Yeah, what else is another thing? I also, like, complained in the last video about how they didn't have, like, any surrounding detail, but I think they changed that. They've added some detail around the airport, which, again, I'm super impressed. Oh my god. Is that the... They added the Delta Me! Oh, ImagineSim. ImagineSim. So, guys, we did it. ImagineSim, I am super impressed. You added the Delta Museum. I'm so proud. It seems like they actually watched my video and took hand. Jokes aside, ImagineSim, you have like no idea how happy I am. I am now excited to fly in and out of Atlanta. This is so cool. So yeah, in case you don't know, Delta does all of their simulator training over here, and this is where they have a lot of their training centers and all of that. So yeah, it's really cool that they added this, and there's a good amount of detail around it too. Like, oh, they've got the Renaissance Hotel, some other hotels. This oh my god, did they get the Porsche factory? Did they get the Porsche factory? No? I'm super impressed. ImagineSim, you... it's like I complained, and then they said, let's show this kid what we can do. And they did! I'm super proud. I'm super proud. I take back my statement. This is gonna be... Whew! I'm super impressed. You know what? That's practically all the landmarks I ever cared about, and it's super great. I'm super impressed by this update. As a native Atlantean, I think that's the term you'd use for it. As a native Atlantean, I'm really impressed because the scenery is pretty good. Granted, there's a few things wrong, but you know, every scenery has that, so it's like an acceptable, you know, you don't have this, so no complaints really. No, well, okay. Actually, I won't say that because, like, I actually want to see... The last thing I would only want to see is, like, just, like, the added terminal facilities over there. But, you know, getting information for that isn't really easy, per se. So, it's alright, but I'm super impressed. This is really nice. ImagineSim, I'm super proud. I'm impressed. I am happy. I gave you money. I am happy that I did that. The ground textures look a lot better. That's a plus, so I like that. They've got more hotels. Do they have the FAA offices? No, they don't. But they've got the MARTA station. Oh, okay. That's cool. Okay, that's cool. This is fine. This is fine. I feel like if you turned up the auto gen density as well as a few other things, you'd see this. But over here is the College Park MARTA station. This is where a lot of the FAA employees park. There's also an FAA building, I think, over here or over here. There's some FAA buildings over here. I'm really impressed. They've got some, I think we've got some FAA buildings and some hotels over here, and it looks really cool. And the frames are pretty great, so I'm excited because previously Atlanta frame-wise was a little but I like this. I like this a lot. And now we've got the big canopy that everybody won't stop talking about with ATL Next. Not like they should, you know, it's a cool thing. Let's take a gander. Let's turn it to night and see what this looks like. Ooh, I'm excited to see what this looks like at night. So let's do it. Ooh. 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 Ooh! Woo! That's nice. Ooh, now that is nice. I think they mentioned that they added dynamic lights to this, which is excellent to hear. Absolutely excellent to hear. This is very nice. Very nice. And Atlanta does this. They will actually put designs on top of here. I'm impressed. They did their research. Granted, the terminal side here isn't right, but I mean, is anybody gonna go over there in avatar mode and say it's wrong? No, except me. I'm very impressed by this, especially with the dynamic lights right here. It really like brings the airport to life, and the frames are amazing. Like, my PC is not that powerful, and actually, Jordan's shut. Okay, my PC is pretty average, if not slightly above average, but frame-wise, it's pretty great. I'm not, like, suffering or anything, and I love that. And, like, the dynamic lights make this airport look so good. I'm super impressed. Like, you guys, you have to download this update. They've added so many things that make this much more livable, much cooler as an airport. So we've got the International Concourse over there. I don't think they changed anything. I wouldn't expect them to, because the International Concourse was pretty fine on its own. So yeah, I think overall I'm really happy with this update. If ImagineSim puts in this much effort or quality into LAX, which they'll probably put more into it, let's be honest here, then that's going to be one heck of a scenery, because this is really good. And you know, the frames are great, that's the same thing. The frames are great, the detail is pretty high, the quality is pretty high. If they do this for LAX, I will be impressed. I will be very impressed. And they'll make a lot of money. And they deserve to make a lot of money, because this is beautiful. Alright, as you can see, like, the dynamic lights add so much more immersion to this airport, and it just makes it so much better overall. As you can see, like, you know, the plane is reacting to light, you know. Portions closer to the terminal and the lights obviously are more illuminated than parts further away. And you know, again, that's like a really small detail, but it adds so much more immersion, because when you're like physically taxiing in, you know, the cockpit gets illuminated by this, and it's super cool. So I'm really impressed, ImagineSim. Very impressed. Very, very, very impressed. Alright, and before we wrap this up, I think they mentioned that PBR has been applied to the ground textures. Now, I haven't seen anything yet for it, but I'm assuming, like, if you make it rainy or something outside, then, you know, you'll actually see some of that. You know, I'm expecting that. So let's make it stormy. So it is raining, and they did add PBR effects to the ground. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. Oh, wow. And it looks... okay, it's spread across everywhere. Excuse the lighting patches. I've been changing a lot of settings within the sim in one setting, which is something you really shouldn't do, so that's why it looks a little off here and there. But this is cool. This is really, really cool. Hold on, let's get another view. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. Ooh, the PBR materials. That's I'm impressed. I'm impressed. This is ImagineSim. You've done it. Yeah, overall, I'm super pleased by this. Like, ImagineSim, you've really, you took the criticisms I gave, which were awfully harsh in some instances. Don't feel too good about that. And you also, saw and realized, okay, guys, where can we improve? And then you actually did it. Oh, wow, I'm super impressed. Guys, this is a good scenery to buy. I think, how much are they charging for this? I think like 20 something dollars. This is a really good scenery. I'm really impressed. ImagineSim, you've done an amazing job. You took criticism and you listened and you responded. You told us what you could and what you couldn't do, and it's understandable. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Oh my god, they did actually add this. I take it back. They did add some of the hangers over here. So okay. Okay, this is okay, guys. This is okay. So yeah, ImagineSim, you took criticism like a champ, like a man, and then you actually, you know, responded to it. You told us what you could and what you couldn't do, understandably, and then you fixed it. And then you like actually added stuff that I asked for, detail-wise. It's beautiful. It's wonderfully. This is now one of my favorite sceneries. I'm going to be flying in and out of Atlanta much more often now, because prior to this I didn't care for it, but now I do. I suddenly care for it. Ooh, I want to do a long haul tonight. I'm going to do a long haul tonight. Shout out and thanks to ImagineSim for listening to criticism, actually, you know, not chickening out about it, and actually improving their scenery. This is a beautiful airport, and I'm super excited to fly in and out of Atlanta now and prepared. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I'm Jordan. See you in the next episode.